What's up guys, it's English Dan, Modern Dad, here with another review for you. It's the NUUmobile R1. Here it is, the box for it. It's one of the tough phones, so you can see it's showing that it's in water, so it's obviously got some water resistance, some shockproof, drop proof, mil standard, from 2 meters. Well, I put that to the test. Obviously this side of the box just shows you the company logo, NUUmobile. And then as we spin around to this side of the box, it shows you it's IP68 water and dust proof. Resistant is the word we should use, and it shows you R1 for the model. And then just some more of the company logo. So that's about it on the front and sides of the package. And on the back it gives you the NUUmobile.com website. It tells you the smartphone for Android, so obviously it's an Android. It's powered by a MediaTek processor as well, and then obviously down below you have all the other information when it comes to IMEIs and things like that. So yeah. Let's get this thing open and let's have a look what's in the box first. So lid just slides off simple. First thing you see is the phone, but it's in a plastic bag just to keep it protected, even though it's a protected phone, but still. Then you pull out, it has a foam ring around it, so while it is in shipping it's not bouncing around. That's a nice touch. I wish more manufacturers would do something like that. You then pull out the white inlay, and that there contains the SIM tool. So if you're looking for that, that's where it is. Then mine for some reason just came with a Spanish thank you this time. Usually you get 2 in the box from NUUmobile, one for Spanish, one for English, saying thank you, telling you where to go. Then you get your getting started with your R1. So yeah, your book, if you need to read that, it's there for you. And then last couple of things, you get a micro USB cable, so this does charge via micro USB. And then you get the wall adapter. Nice small one actually, it's not one of these big bulky things. So yeah, there's your wall adapter. So you get your essentials in there. You'll notice it doesn't come with a case, but there's a reason for that. Let me tell you, if Batman needed a phone to match his suit, this would be the one. Anyway, so here's the phone. Comes with this front cover on. There is a screen protector under this front cover as well. So it tells you that it's got a 5-inch HD screen, it's the quad-core MediaTek processor, IP68 like I said before, it's got 2 gig of RAM and 16 gig of storage, it's got the milli-standard drop test, and it's got a 4000 milliamp hour battery. That's the same as the Galaxy S10. So let's peel this off. There's a screen, there is a screen protector on there right now. You can see that it's got the angled corners and things like that. It isn't bezel-less like not many of them are. You got to remember this phone is $169.99. There's the back, like I say, looks like Batman's suit. Look, I really like it. A lot of these phones are a bit gaudy, but this is really nice and it's really tough, really well built. Nothing is moving or anything like that. At the bottom you'll see this flaps, and they're protecting, that's the micro USB port in there. So that enables you to have it submerged in water. On the sides it has these little screws. I don't know whether these do detach the phone from the frame. I'm not going to try it, but they look cool. Gives you that effect of toughness. Up top you've got the headphone jack, which is something that's going away, and then on the right side of the phone you've got the volume up, volume down, power button, and a dedicated camera button. You don't see that very often, but with this being this kind of phone, it actually comes in useful. I work in construction, and yeah, a dedicated camera is nice because your guys can just literally pull out if there's an issue, pull the phone out, hold that button, bang, it's ready to go. So we just power it on. Quickly, you can see coming on, here's the start screen. Get a little bit of lag on the animation of the start screen, but you got to remember this phone isn't made to be a powerhouse. This phone is meant to be a tank. This is the type of phone that you will take around on a job site with you. Things like that where, you know, the phone could be subject to some pretty big abuse. But don't let this not being a powerhouse put you off. I mean, as you can see, it glides through the screens fine. It's like I say, it's only got 2 gigs of RAM, but it's no problem whatsoever. So here, let's have a look. We'll have a look at the actual phone itself. When I swipe up, instantly opens. You don't get any lags in the animations or anything. Works quite fine. Open up the settings. We'll go down to About Phone. You go through System. Then you hit at the bottom About Phone. And this will tell you that the model number is the R1, and then if you scroll down, there you go, you'll see it's running Android 8.1.0. So yeah, I mean, it's not the latest, but it's still pretty new. As you can see, open Chrome, it scrolls quite well. We'll open a link. This is Sky Sports football, not soccer. Football, see, football. because I've not been on the website. That way you know it's loading in for the first time. And as you can see, it loads in quite fine. Scrolls smooth enough. You know, it does everything you're going to need for the purpose that it's going to do. This phone is made for a reason, and it does what it needs to do, and it gets the job done. So yeah, as you can see, it's no issue whatsoever. Screen's quite nice and bright. It is a 720p screen, but it actually looks pretty good. The NUUmobile G3 also has a 720p screen, and it's just really good. So you can see there it's showing me a 5% battery. It does have a low power mode as well that will kick in. So let's close that out. We'll go to YouTube. It's going to ask me to sign in, so give me a second, I'll get that done. Alright, we're back. We're signed in. As you can see, it scrolls through YouTube. Because there's a lot of graphics on there, it can be a little but it does work fine. You know, it does load everything in. As you can see here, it's loading everything in. I press on a video will start playing. It's asking me about YouTube TV at the bottom, so nothing to do with the phone itself. So, but yeah, as you can see, the phone just starts playing the video. It does top out at 720p, like I said, because your screen is 720p. But what you gotta remember is, like I say, this isn't made to be a powerhouse smartphone, top of the line. This is made to get a job done when you're out and about. This would be great for truck drivers, construction workers, painters, decorators, people who are, you know, in and out of their vehicles all day, things like that. You can see it closes the apps really well. It's really no problem. Swipe down from the top, and there you go, you'll see Alex with his new video about his watch. We'll watch that later. And then, yeah, there's your shortcuts at the top. Screen gets plenty bright enough outside, which you'll see shortly as well when I start throwing the phone around. Anyway, let's have another look at this phone from the back. So here it is from the back. As you can see, it still looks like Batman's suit, but I think it looks pretty nice for one of these phones. As you can see, it's got a lot of design on there, and it tries to make it so it's not boring. You got like the speaker on the back. It tells you again that it's IP68 rated. Obviously, you got the new logo on the back, just so you know who the company is. Then you got your camera with the single flash. As you can see on the side, it's got, like I was trying to show you before, it's got the volume rocker. You've got to excuse my camera, it's a Lumix and it doesn't like to always focus in when I need it. It's got the volume rocker, the dedicated power button. So let's see how this thing swims. It's IP68. So this thing should do great. Make sure that the covers are closed to the headphone jack and the USB. I'll just show you, see, it's all working, it's all fine. And see ya. And it goes. Well, and I'll speed up the video a little bit. Alright, so 2 minutes. We sped that up by 20 times. So let's give it a dry off. Let's see how it's doing. Did it swim very good? Was it very alright? Well, yeah, it's absolutely fine. Just give it a quick dry off a bit more. It is still pretty wet. Yeah, you can see no damage inside the screen or anything. Working absolutely no problem. Buttons work, swiping up works. So yeah, it's definitely water resistant, which is a great thing. Especially if, like I say, having construction and everything. Drop this in a puddle, drop it in some muddy water, things like that. You know that this phone is going to be safe. And at $169.99, you can't find anything like this in that range that's going to work as well as this. So yeah, it's definitely used to going for a swim. But yeah. Now let's see how much of a tank it is. Because it's okay going for a swim, but what if you drop it on something really hard like concrete or aluminum sidings and things like that? This is the awning that fell off the back of my house that I'm waiting for someone to come and repair because, yeah. Anyway, so here you go. Just show you. It's powered down. Let me swipe up. Let's get that brightness up so you can see it. There you go. So, the phone. Okay. If you ignore my Lumix, it's a bit of a pain when it comes to focus, but you ready? Yeah, whatever, mate. That's just landed in dirty water as well. Okay. So, right there, face down, dirty water. Do we have any breakage or anything like that? Nope. Nope. perfectly fine, working perfectly fine. Messages, open my Play Store, yeah, everything's good on there. So, well, there's a wall next to me. Do I do it? Sure. Yeah, that's more of the roof. So, let's see. Hold up, and again, absolutely fine. Everything's working. The USB came off it a little bit, but that's alright. Got some scuffs, some small scuffs. In fact, they're wiping away. So yeah, we're still in really, really, really good condition. You know, see this? That landed face down first. Bit of a construction site at my house, so it's a good thing for this phone. Again, a couple of little marks. Let's give it a rub off on the back. They go away. Is it working? Yep, it's still working. No problem. No cracks, no nothing. So right now I've slammed it against the wall, I threw it against a metal awning, and I threw it into a load of cement board face down. So, yeah, it's pretty tough. So yeah, it is. It's really tough, and it's tough for a couple of reasons. One of them is the design, and two is the way it's been built. I mean, look at the case. It really is a really, really well built phone. I know you can get things like the Galaxy Actives and things like that, but I swear, this is stronger. I've had a Galaxy Active and I've broke it. This, I was rough with. You just see me slam this thing against the wall. It was, you know, not a problem. The screen, no scratches on the screen or anything. The back, it's like it comes back to life. You get scuffs on it and things like that. And these images you're seeing right now are after the fact. After I'd thrown the device around, you can see there's not a mark on it. It's really, really impressive how this phone works. So would I recommend this phone? Hell yeah, $169.99. You ain't gonna find a phone like this anywhere. This thing is built like Batman. It looks like the Batmobile, and it works no matter what you do with it. I mean, I've launched this thing. I beat the ever-living crap out of you with this thing, like you've just seen. I sent it for a swim. It's been no issue. It doesn't slow down. That 4,000 milliamp hour battery as well, let me tell you. I get 2 days battery out of it, no problem. It's just everything you need. You know, if you're going to forget one night, oh, I didn't charge my work phone, don't worry, it's going to probably last you the next day too. You're going to get all your emails, your texts and things like that. This is a great work companion, and if you're looking for a phone that is almost indestructible, is water resistant, then you're not going to go wrong with the NUUmobile R1. I'll put the link in the description. It's not an affiliate link, it's just straight to NUUmobile. You better buy it from there. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I'll see you towards the weekend.